No kidding, this is the second take I'm doing this because I forgot the jersey literally as I recorded. Luckily, the last take was only like 5 seconds. Like, I forgot the jersey, I go get it. I'm not even gonna lie, man, yesterday was amazing. It was so awesome watching football again. I am not even kidding. And I got to spend the day with my family, my mother, my father, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my 3 beautiful nephews. What can I say, man? My high was awesome. Here's my low, however. Yeah, it involves me getting out of bed, but it's nothing to do with like being lazy. Far from it. I was actually having a really vivid dream. Like, here's the thing. I haven't seen Kid Cosmic Season 2 yet. And with Amphibia Season 3 on the horizon, I guess like in my subconscious, I'm like really, really excited to see them both. Which I am going to see eventually. But I'm like, it felt like I was in a world that was a combination of what Craig McCracken could make and what Matt Brawley can make. Craig McCracken and Matt Brawley are the creators of both Kid Cosmic and Amphibia, respectively. So, like, it was the craziest dream ever. Like, the first, like, it literally felt as if I saw, like, the end of the first season of whatever show this was. And, like, I immediately found myself in the middle of season 2 of that show. I'm like, this dream was crazy. And it makes me wonder why my Indian dream catcher isn't working. It's like the second time within, like, a week where, like, actually, has it been? Because there was, like, this one dream I was having, like, a really sad dream, like, last week. I think it might be a week. Then again, I think it also might be the fact, like, I think I'm coming down with something a little bit. Because, like, for whatever reason, I found myself, like, kind of coughing yesterday. Not bad, but, like, I'm definitely starting to get, like, a little bit congested. I'm probably going to have to look for some medicine today to take care of that. But regardless, you know, it is what it is. You know, we're in the middle. The end of the summer is nigh upon us. Children are going back to school on their first Monday of the year, most likely. Which, kids, if you think Mondays are bad now, wait until you get older. Anyway, what was my act of kindness? Oh, right, my act of kindness, very simple. I helped my parents with taking care of my nephews. Because, you know, my brother, my sister-in-law, they're parents, but, you know, they want some, you know, away time. You know, they got themselves a light lunch or something, you know, so it was very nice. All in all, it was a wonderful day. Could not have asked for anything more or less. It was wonderful. And last night we had a nice dinner of, you know, corn, roasted chicken, little salt potatoes, some tomatoes, some salad. It was wonderful. Very wonderful. So good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. I have picks to go over, a pick to make, and I have a One Piece manga chapter to read. Let's get started, shall we? First, I gotta get my computer loaded up. Okay, one moment, please. I mean, while I'm waiting for the computer to load up, for sure I can definitely talk about some picks that I definitely didn't get right. For starters, come on, Buffalo. See, not for nothing, but Buffalo somewhat has a bad habit of resting on its laurels, considering how good they were last season. So now they're probably going to be thinking, oh, well, we'll probably just do it again, when it may not be that simple. And, you know, that's the problem. But that is, you know, that's part of life. That is what it is. I don't really know what to tell you either way. Let's see if I can just simply take care of a couple of things here. Okay. Alright, let's see. For starters, I was definitely wrong about Buffalo. And I was also wrong about the Falcons. Man, I should have known better than to rest my laurels on hoping for the Falcons to beat the Eagles. Great. And the sad part is, if I'm reading this correctly, yeah, I am. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I am. The Eagles are now now the number one team in my division. Lame. Very lame indeed. Okay, so that's two I was definitely wrong about. Well, let's see, what was I right about so far? Oh yeah, I was also wrong about the Jaguars beating the Texans. Yeah. I should have known the Texans were going to be better. From what I saw, Trevor Lawrence played really well, but yeah, I shouldn't have expected as much. Anyway, let's see. Who was I right about considering how... Oh, actually, here's another team I was wrong about. The Bengals beat the Vikings in overtime. Okay, Joe Burrow. That was actually one where I picked the Vikings to win, but I kind of hoped I was wrong. So, I'm okay with that one. And, yeah. Everything else I was right about. I was right about the Seahawks. I was right about the Chargers. I was right about the 49ers. I was right about the Panthers. I was really right about the Cardinals. Man, they must have shut down Derrick Henry for like nothing. I was right about the Chiefs. I was right about the Dolphins. Like, hey, the Dolphins are now the number one in the AFC East. What do you know? I was right about the Broncos. I was really right about the Saints. I mean, I knew there was dysfunction in Green Bay, but I didn't think it'd be that bad. And I was right about the Rams. So, there you go. That's all the NFL picks that I was right and wrong about. And I'll be trying to keep a score as you go forward. I think right now I've gotten one out of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Of the 16 possible games so far, I've gotten one. Oh, actually, I was right about that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I only get 4 wrong? Yeah, I did. I only got 4 wrong so far. So, as of right now, because there's one more game tonight, I'll be getting into that pick momentarily. Of the 15 games we had so far, I'm now 11-4. So, here we go. So, tonight's game, the Ravens versus the Raiders. A tough call, but you know what? Well, actually, if the Raiders win, I get to say the autumn win chant. That's going to be fun, right? On paper, the Ravens are better than the Raiders, so I guess I'll go with the Ravens. I mean, their defense is going to be stout as per usual. But if the Raiders do win, it's going to be because of, like, Josh Jacobs and Darren Waller. At least, that's my reasoning for it. So, I'm picking the Ravens over the Raiders. Now, we have a One Piece manga chapter to read. Now, don't we? Okay. One Piece, chapter 1025. Twin Dragons. Are we actually going to get, like... Dude, I wanted my 2 dragons fighting each other. Are we actually going to get that today? Like, seriously, if they just meet face to face, I would be okay with that. Okay, sorry. Okay. You know what? I did kind of expect this. See, yeah, Momonosuke is now an adult and everything, but he still has the mental capacities of a child. So, even though he's a dragon and he can fly, guess what? He's still afraid of heights. So he's basically flying around with his eyes closed, and this is hilarious to watch. Wait, is Yamato using a new ability? Or is that ability part of her Devil Fruit thing? Devil Fruit power. This is a mythical Devil Fruit power, you know? Huh. Further study will need to be needed on that. Okay. Wait. Hold on a minute. Oh, okay. You know what? Even though this translation is technically somewhat wrong, I think we actually now have some insight as to what Kaido and Yamato's race is. Basically, they're what are known as Oni, even though in this translation it says ogre. For those of you who don't know what Oni is, it's a Japanese creature in mythology where, like, imagine if you mixed, like, a troll, a demon, it's basically meant to be like an evil spirit monster, somewhat. And don't get me wrong, ogre is not technically a bad translation, but if I think ogre, I'm immediately going to be thinking of Shrek. So, even though I will be using ogre and oni interchangeably, I'm going to try my best to refer to more of oni than ogre. Okay, so there we go. Okay, some more about Yamato's past. Okay. And you know what? I think this also reminds me, way back in chapter 951, yes, that long ago, Big Mom was actually talking to King, Queen, and Jack, saying how there's only 3 races that aren't part of her territory. One of them is the Giants. The other is what King's race is, which is believed to be the Lunarians. Maybe the Oni it was the third one. Huh. That's going to be really interesting to talk about going forward. Okay, so they just show Yamato's flashback where the guy was literally being crucified. And now they immediately go back to Luffy riding on top of Momonosuke. And because, again, Momonosuke does not have his eyes open, he's just flying through everywhere, crashing into everything. All I know is I don't care. If I was Luffy, I would still be like, yeah, this is awesome. Even if I am running into stuff. I mean, worst case scenario, we're running into stuff, and some of the stuff is hitting me. But then again, if I am Luffy, I'm made of rubber, and physical blows, such as getting hit on the head with something, don't really hurt me. Allegedly. Anyway, unless someone's using hockey, that would be very painful. Huh. I guess it's sort of like a flash forward, like, quick ride through all of Onigashima, because it looks like Momonosuke is literally flying through, like, every single floor of the building. Okay. Let's see what else is there. More crashing and stuff. Oh, now they're on the roof. Okay, so now they're back on the roof. It sees Yamato essentially in the foreground, pretty much where I am. And imagine in the background, you see like a derpy looking dragon, which is clearly Momonosuke, like right behind her. That's hilarious. Wait. Oh, right, Luffy's using Snake Man. Sort of. I mean, yeah, he is using Snake Man, but Oda didn't really use much detail in drawing him. Wait, I think I know why that is. Yep. He deliberately didn't draw Luffy and Snake Man so well, so he could focus on the next panel, which is Luffy and Yamato doing a combined attack. Obviously, Luffy using the Jet Culverin attack, which looks like he hit him pretty hard. Although, it's weird. Luffy doesn't really go for Snake Man unless he wants to end the fight relatively quickly, because Snake Man really focuses more on speed than just raw power. That's what Bounce Man and, to a somewhat similar extent, Tank Man is for. They are more for power and defense. Snake Man was purely for speed. Basically, Luffy's hits are going to land hard, but not as hard. But because of the speed, Luffy can land many more of them, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh, we got the 2 dragons facing each other. If you were to tell me that the series of One Piece began with like a rubber boy who's wanting to become king of the pirates, and now over 24 years later, he is riding on top of a dragon, facing another dragon. This image is exactly what I was expecting. Seriously, it really was. I mean, yeah, Momonosuke is a 28-year-old dragon now, but he still has the mind of a child. He has no idea what's going on. Therefore, in this panel, it really does look like he's afraid. And I like that touch. So, by all accounts, wait a minute. I like this final line Kaido says. The world doesn't need two dragons. I think Kaido may be a little bit jealous. And you know what? That reminds me. In the very first match between Luffy and Kaido, Luffy was clearly using Conqueror's Haki, unconsciously might I add, and Kaido's like, we don't need any more Conquerors. He's basically saying the same thing about Momonosuke here. I think that may be a little jealous complex. You know what? And that also reminds me, I mentioned the whole thing about Kaido and Yamato being Oni. Maybe that would be somewhat of a great flashback setup point for him. I don't know. Just a thought. But, yes. I'm not even mad there's going to be a break next week. Because this chapter... Oh! What? That was awkward. I fell over. That was very awkward. But you know what? This was a great chapter. And I picked the Ravens to win tonight, so go purple and black. Like, favorite, share, subscribe button, follow me on social platforms, on YouTube. I'm very home this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Remember, because I want to talk to you, I'm going to be here to let you know. So I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.